2021. Good afternoon and welcome to Panorama, which is Panorama on Women Radio 91.7 runs from Mondays through Fridays at 12:15 p.m. My name is Esther Alaribi and I have Ibnabo Dixon, an educationist. Good afternoon, Ibnabo.
Yeah, good afternoon, Esther. It's good to be here again.
I know, right? How are you doing?
I'm sweating. Everywhere is hot. You step out of here, Esther, 2 seconds, you sweat like Ileyaram.
Trust you enjoyed your weekend. Interesting. To be a part of the conversation today, you can call us 917 or 090-256-25455. You can also send us a text or a WhatsApp message on 070-317-56537. You can listen to us live from any part of the world at www.wfm917.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. So many things have been happening recently. So many stories, ugly stories, I must say, ugly stories. Now, there is a need to guide our mental health because people are going through a lot with stories in the newspapers, people losing their lives, people losing their properties here and there, and also have series of stories of people taking their own lives because they are just tired. At every point in time, someone out there is going through something. Either it is family pressure or work, so many things to deliver. You're not meeting up with deadlines and having to deal with hurtful words that you get, like so many things. Now, there's this video of a lady, a 33-year-old lady who committed suicide. She was tired of everything. Like she had thought of everything, and this was just the last resort for her, and she just had to do this. Now she has done this, leaving 2 kids behind, 2 young kids. Now, but people are going through a lot right now. People are really, really going through a lot. What would you say to people out there who are only cautious about how people bring things to their own table and do not mind what they give out?
Okay, Esther, thank you. And let me quickly say hello to our valued listeners.
Yes.
I was sweating so much. I almost forgot my name. That's how bad it's been. Okay, now getting to the issue of mental health. I see it as a serious issue in Nigeria because they say we are when it comes to talking about the happiest people on earth, we tend to be around among the first 10 or
but
something.
Nigerians are actually very happy people.
Are we happy people, or we are just or it's our coping mechanism?
Yes.
Because there's a difference between you being really truly happy and you just covering up with this, putting up this facade that all is well. You understand? That is why you see people you saw yesterday who probably a person who was looking so happy, so satisfied, so contented, and then the next day you hear the person has committed suicide. Because a lot of times the situation we have found ourselves in Nigeria as a whole is not palatable.
True.
You understand? There's so many things. I mean, there's no recourse, no place of recourse. You understand? Where do you go to work, you're under pressure, you're already, imagining the traffic you're going to go through to get back to your house. You just came out of the traffic to get to work. And then, sometimes I tell myself that Nigerians, we are super strong, because you see, there are some situations you go through and then you get to your place of work. It's like you don't know what you're doing anymore.
True.
You just lose your sense of reasoning. And you are overwhelmed with so many things. But then again, we still go to our offices, and we still deliver as much as we could. You understand? So, my words of admonition to anyone out there who we're all tired.
True.
You're not the only
People
one.
are actually going through
You're not alone. We are all tired. But you see, we have to move on. Because you see, you look, in every situation there's a solution. The solution may be something that you can reach or something that dwells in your imagination. You understand? But if you can't reach it, hope for it. You understand? It is when all hope is gone. That is when you feel there's nothing, absolutely no solution to this problem. There is nothing you might be going through that is peculiar with you or is new. Some persons went through it. So you see, Like we have students who would, because they failed examinations like maybe once or twice, and they just begin to feel they are useless. They cannot make anything of themselves. It is not true. I remember a woman. I used to know a woman. She used to supply when we were young. When I was a little girl, those the very little primary school days. She used to supply us and some hospitals and other places ogi.
Okay.
Very nice, very, it must be nice for people to be placing special order from her. You understand? She had children. I think she's late now. So one of her daughters just came home one day, from what I heard, and said she wasn't going to go to school anymore.
Okay.
Why? She said because she tried and tried, that she wasn't assimilating anything. And she was tired of people looking at her as an olodo. You don't know anything, you can't get anywhere, you can't make anything of your life educationally, you understand? So she said she didn't want to put herself through all that again.
Okay.
So now the mom was like, that she didn't go to school. And now that
she wants her daughter to.
And you won't go to school. So you want to end up like me, you understand? So the pain, I could imagine the pain of the mom. But somehow I think she took it easy with the child, because she had people she, related with and all that. Like her big people, like all these people that she supplies stuff to. Some of them are, financially not doing badly then. So she had to open up to somebody. And she was lucky enough, the person said, okay, let me speak with your daughter.
Okay.
And the person spoke with this girl. And the girl said, no, ma, I didn't want to tell my mom because I know she said she understood her mom's feelings towards education and everything, because she never had one. So going to her and telling her this and that she was trying to cope. Then I think this girl was around maybe in GS3 or GS2.
Okay.
She said she could not cope anymore. That she has become so apprehensive of going to school. So the woman said, okay, what do you want to do? She said she would want to take a break and then pray that she would have the, pray for God to give her understanding, the kind of brain that will assimilate what teachers teach in school and all that. So the woman said, okay. So after some time, I just heard that the girl had traveled.
Okay.
So when my mom asked the woman, where is this particular daughter of yours? She said, she spoke with so and Mrs. So and so, and they said, okay. That woman in turn discussed it with her daughter who resides in the UK.
Okay.
So that one now said, see, sometimes some setting could really be frustrating. That and the way the woman has been with everybody, she's such a nice woman, and she was lucky enough to be in the midst of those who appreciate her. So at the end of the day, this girl was taken out of the country.
Okay.
As I tell you, this lady, sometimes your problem is not the end of the road. Even if nobody is providing solution for you, take, courage in the fact that this is not the end of your life. There are alternatives that are better, or maybe not as good, but it will not end your life. If whatever, even if a man jills you, person where you motor jam, na motor go see carry am go mortuary.
Very true.
Are you getting it? So it doesn't end the world. Whatever happens, are you a parent and you're going through hell in the hands of your children? It doesn't end there. You understand? Where's the place of prayers? Because even if you're as a Christian, you pray. Even as a Muslim, you pray. As a traditionalist, you have your way of praying. You understand? So you pray. Then you begin to look for others. Change your style. Maybe your particular style or approach is not very friendly.
Okay.
Try to understand your situation. But for me, the solution is not taking your life. Because we believe that when you take your own life, because it is said that even the Holy Book says thou shalt not kill. Taking a life, all manner of religion frowns at it. Are you getting it? So taking your own life is part of taking a life. And you know that way that would end you. So please, nothing is too heavy. If you are carrying a heavy load, pause for a moment and breathe. But don't take your life.
Do not take your life, no matter what you are going through. To be a part of the conversation, you can call us up on 07000 917 917 or 090 256 255. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Sarah. I'm calling from Ajegule.
Your name is Sarah.
Thank you.
Yes. Your contributions, please. Oh, we lost Sarah. We lost that call. Do well to call us back on 07000 917 917 or 090 256 25455. Okay, Ibinabo. There's this young girl that I met over the weekend. She has been body shamed so many times by her family members, her friends. They always, each time they always get to give pass one comment about her body size, her body shape, to the extent that she feels some kind of way coming out in public. She cannot even speak in public spaces. Now, for such a person, what measures can be put in place to make sure that this person comes out of her shell? Because with the way the girl explained it, it has been happening over time, and she doesn't feel any good about herself. She doesn't feel any good about herself.
You see, this is why I when I see some celebrities, I appreciate them.
Okay.
If you're a plus size celebrity, you are a source of encouragement to people who are plus size. You understand? And it is we are the one defining who is beautiful and who is not. So don't let anyone define your looks for you. Do you understand? Because you see, I have seen marriages where a person we would term as
a happy person.
No. Someone that is I mean the word is not nice, but please allow me. Dwarf. You understand? We term them as being, very short people. You see them getting married to very tall ladies. And they are happy together. You see, it is always the content of your heart that matters. And whoever does not encourage you, nobody encourages who is doing bad. You understand? But if you're not doing anything wrong, all you are trying to do is to survive. All you're trying to do is to do the right thing. Anyone that comes against you, don't take them seriously. Don't take their words to your heart. Because sometimes some of these people in their mind, they don't even see or feel that they are killing you gradually. They don't even know it. So this is to advise people. All this name calling, all these expensive jokes, let us stop it. Look at this one. See your stomach. You're like a 20 months pregnant. I mean,
people do that.
A 20-month-old pregnancy. Is there any pregnancy that's 20 months old? I think coming by one. So you see all of these things. We need to begin to teach ourselves.
But let's take this call. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ladies. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Mr. Darlington speaking.
Good afternoon, Mr. Darlington.
Yes. Ibinabo, how are you?
Good afternoon, Mr. Darlington.
Yes. What you said, the first story you brought. Seriously, if something is not done, you see this arrow word we have been avoiding. It is poverty and hunger that will start it. You know, when they mention revolution, I advise people to go and read Russia in 1718, the Bolshevik revolution. It was hunger. The workers got tired of rationing things and all that, and they took it out on their leaders. Tsarist Russia, what ended it was angry people who were hungry. And when they were complaining, nobody paid attention. The same thing in the French Revolution, it was bread. But when you see, they said history does not repeat itself. It is men that repeat history.
True.
They have seen all these things happen and the effects and what it caused, but they think nothing can happen. Gaddafi, with all he did for Libya, just a small somewhere, somebody doubts himself with the petrol and set himself up, and that was thing. With all that the Libya had, you can imagine how Libyans were enjoying under Gaddafi. Yes, they were not happy, not because of a little economic hardship. You cannot imagine what is brewing in Nigeria that nobody's paying attention to. Something is really brewing, but people think nothing because they are comfortable. I wish them well, but let it be on record as some of us said it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Darlington. You've heard all that Mr. Darlington has to say. From what Mr. Darlington has said, definitely most of the things happening in our country right now have a whole lot to play in this part, because there's some people, when you wake up today, you do the same routine and you're not getting the kind of results you expect. You go to bed with heavy heart, you wake up in the morning, puffy eyes, and you're still doing the same thing and you're not getting this result. Like what will motivate that person to continue doing this thing? Because we tend to talk about hope a lot in Nigeria. Yes, we're hoping for better days ahead, better days will come. But this person is tired already. What is that assurance that these better days that we speak of will actually come?
You see, that is why I said we have to, sometimes when you look for solution everywhere, even when solutions should be coming from, you're not getting any. The best thing for you, first off, determined to be alive, determined to survive. But in that determination, don't begin to think of hurting a person who is in the same position as you are. You want to hurt him or her to be happy. Is wrong. Taking from what Mr. Darlington said, you see, what each time I hear about Nigeria, I think about Nigeria, our situation and everything, what my mind would always go to NSAS, that period of November when we had these issues. Yes. So you see, it's my own take away from there is painful. What is it? That our Nigerian youths are so divided. Are you getting it? You see, any situation that there is no unity of purpose, it can work. Are you getting it? We don't need to, begin to pull down government properties, destroy what were meant for us to make, our case being looked into, or to let the government understand our plight. Are you getting it? However, you know that it in the midst of it, still some youths were whether someone sent them, whether it was from their own accord, they went about looting, not just destroying government properties now looting people's shops, destroying people's means of livelihood and all that. So you see, it's an exposition of what we are made of. So we should begin to look at who are we. Are you getting it? Who are we? Why are we here? Okay, now if there's an issue and I'm saying that Oga, look at what the issue we have on ground. You must take appropriate steps to to bring succor to people. And somebody, a contemporary, will get up and begin to do something else that is to the detriment of all of my agitation to our boss. Are you getting it? So where are we going? The problem with Nigeria, because we if you listen to what Mr. Darlington said, it is not just you having all the necessary amenities that will give you the complete happiness. Are you getting it? Because if a little spark could make someone take his or her life in Libya, like he said, you understand, upon the fact that they were adequately taken care of by the government. So you will come to the understanding that apart from having everything put in place for us, you understand, we need to work on our mindset. We need to work on our mindset because nothing in life worth you taking your life. Nothing, absolutely. If you go with that mindset, I keep telling people about that non-negotiables. There are some things that you know that this one, come what may, I will never do it. And that will include taking your own life or taking somebody else's life. If we come to that point, you will realize that all of this killing and kidnapping, we won't be here. We won't be there. So for us to make that difference, we need to start working on ourselves, because each and every one of us make up the community and the society and the nation as a whole. And nobody is bringing a foreigner to come and lead us. Our leaders are coming amongst us.
Yes.
So who are we supporting to lead us?
Hello,
Because
good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Do well to call us back on 07000 917 917 or 090 256 25455. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is ID. I'm calling from Wawa.
ID.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, ID. Welcome to Panorama.
Yeah, well, I only suggest on what you said back then about sometimes we had a lack of understanding between the family and society.
Okay.
Or maybe sometimes you feel bad about the environment you are in. So according to my opinion, I think someone can change location.
Okay.
Sometimes you can change friends. So it will definitely help, because I saw that in myself. Back then, I was living with a couple of bad friends.
Okay.
So I decided to do that after changing friends. And so I got to feel that I was totally changed.
Okay.
So I suggest that maybe the youth
Thank you very much, ID. Thank you. So ID feels that if you are in that space right now, that you should change your friends or leave that space, leave where you are, make new friends, talk to new people. Maybe that will help. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, ladies.
Good afternoon, Ife. Welcome to Panorama.
If you're calling from Owo.
Welcome to Panorama.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Binabo.
Good afternoon, Ife.
Yeah, Buki is not around today.
No, Buki is not around today.
And my greetings to the other Buki that left, Buki Ajala, Abi Buki
Bukola Balogun, yes.
Bukola Balogun. Now, there is something we call in Yoruba language, Oloju Koko. You see, so many things are happening in this country now.
Okay.
I can't imagine for anyone to say that he or she wants to take his or her life. Me that I'm talking to you today, if you have seen a whole lot, but I keep on moving. Because there's nothing that there's no excuse for it. You cannot tell God, because the society doesn't love me, I don't have money, I don't do that, I'm not beautiful, that is why you commit suicide. God will never forgive you. That is one thing for sure. There's no amount of anything that you will pass you on this earth that will make you to kill yourself, and at the end, God will forgive you. And that is not the end of everything. You look for some people in some of these radio stations, you say somebody duped me, and I want to go and hack myself. Why didn't you verify the kind of business you want to invest your money on? You did not verify, you did not do due diligence, you just went and invest all your money there, and at the end of the day, Oloju Koko want to make you to have money and you went and kill yourself. Some people to envy can make them to go and kill themselves. I want to be like this person. I want to be like this person. Like that. And you are not getting to that stage of that person. At the end, you will look yourself as inferior. You want to go and kill yourself. So there are so many things behind some people committing suicide. And so even if a man cheats you, a man says he doesn't want you, that's not the end of the life. Maybe God has a better man for you. Or woman, that's not the end of it. God has a better thing for you in future. So I don't see any cause, any reason why anybody will say, I want to go and kill myself. In fact, if there is life, there is hope, a better hope for you in future. So please, Nigerian people, stop killing yourself. Always go to your knees and go to God in prayer. God, change my status, change my situation, whatever. God is able, capable to do it and do it and do it again.
Thank you very much, Ife. Thank you very much, Ife. Yes, I was able to pick some things that Ife has said. If it feels like prayer goes a long way in solving all of this, when you feel depressed, just try as much as possible to say words of prayers and also have that spirit of keep going. That energy is needed, that spirit is needed. Just keep going. You know very well that where you are right now is not where you want to be. Just keep going. It will do you a lot of good.
Exactly. Tenacity plays a lot of role here. because in life there's no bed of roses anywhere. There's no heaven in any relationship. You bring heaven into your relationship. So whatever it is you are going through, because you see, at the end of the day, we all enmeshed in one thing or the other. You understand? But how do you handle it? And we have to understand one thing, and that is the threshold to endure is not the same with everybody.
I was actually coming to that. It's 17 minutes to 1 on Women Radio 91.7. This is Panorama. Panorama is where we have ladies from different geopolitical zones come together to discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues. Panorama on Women Radio 91.7 runs from Mondays through Fridays at 12:15 p.m. And I'll be speaking with Ibn Abo Dixon, an educationist. Now, Ibn Abo, coming back to that part where people have different thresholds. Now, for example, you have 2 children. Now, child A is that kind of a person that when you shout at them, they don't even mind. They'll just go on. They'll do the same thing. When they decide to effect that change, they will. And child B is, oh, please don't shout on me. Just use the right word. I know what to do. I'll fix it. Now, you as a person, you are always up and doing. You always want to get it right. And somehow, you are passing the negative vibe to child B, who cannot handle this way you are always addressing. What would you say to such a mother?
You see, all of these things, we are just learning them. No one had everything right as a mother or as a father.
Okay.
It's like, you learn through the years, you understand, and from people's experience here and there and all that. But however, we need to begin to be sensitive to children.
Okay.
Are you getting it? Yes, parents. Sometimes some of the things that will come out of the mouth of a parent, you can't just. It's like sometimes, it's like, what did I just say?
Why did I say that?
Are you getting it? So we are all learning. And I'm telling every parent out there that we have to be mindful of what comes out of our mouth to our children, whether they are your biological children, whether they are your words, whether they are even your maid in the house. You understand? Because all of these things that are spoken, they tend to gather flesh over the years. And then the person you are heaping all of this on, what does he or she do with the flesh these things have gathered? Are they capable of throwing them away and moving on?
Or they hold on to it?
Or they are going to put them on as a cloak and go everywhere with it? So it's time for us to become very conscious of our utterances.
Okay.
What am I saying? What have I said to this person? Yes, sometimes you're angry and you say so many things. Let us begin to learn to contain our anger. Let us take charge of ourselves, irrespective of whatever has happened. Because if you are able to do that, you are able to put yourself under control, and you don't say things that when they replay it for you, you will break down in tears. You understand? It's not you will break down in tears. You understand? It's not every time that people looking at parents, like you said, it's not every time a parent says something that is very nasty to each other, the parents really means it, but it is like the
emotions at that
so
moment.
we need, even the children that are complaining are going to grow up and do the same thing. So what we should do is we should begin to build a culture of being conscious of what we say, our utterances to people. You understand? So that gradually we get used to not throwing all the bad words at people, which will eventually, take away every iota of self-worth away from some people. You see them, they will tell you, well, I don't want to go there. That place is full of fine girls. And you ask us, are you getting that? Auntie, don't flatter me. And you're looking at a beautiful lady. So you see, then also as an individual, let's work on our mindset.
Okay.
A caller said that he changed location.
Yes, change his friends. So
it's not every time you have the money to do that. Sometimes you are locked down wherever you are. You don't have a dime to make a move. So what do you do with yourself? Don't disrespect whoever you are staying with, but build a system within you, a coping mechanism within you that tells you, okay, this person has said this. Like there's something my husband says.
Okay.
He will tell you, don't look at the sound of what is said.
Okay.
Look at the reason for that thing being said. Because sometimes Maybe you have done something wrong as a child, and your parents go, they say so many things, even far above and beyond what has happened.
Okay.
So please, don't look at what has been said, but look at the mistake you have made that warranted all that, heap of and just try and make amends. Continue in that light. By the time you get to a point, you understand, even the person that is doing this to you will change. But at the end of the day, nothing is worth you taking your life. It is not the end of it. Even if you don't have anybody to talk to, learn to write. You understand? Sometimes when you write, it's like you're telling somebody.
Okay.
Write your light. It's like you're telling somebody.
Okay.
Write your whatever, your plight. Yes, whatever. If you write it, as you are writing, it's like you're telling. I'm writing, it's like I'm telling you, Esther, but I'm telling my book, or my paper, or whatever. And don't write it to remind you to bring back the pain. Just see it as I don't have any trusted friend around me. Who do I discuss this thing with? Let me write it down. When you write it, you will feel a bit better. But don't always go back to it as a reminder to bring back the bitterness. Because there's another thing. When you tell people to write, they'll say, every time I go back to it, it reminds me.
I see it.
You understand? So what do? You have to let it out somehow. But don't let it out by taking your own life. Because as you see, everybody has issues. Everybody has what they are going through, what they are, saddled with. But no to taking off your life. You don't know what tomorrow holds for you.
It's a no. To be a part of the conversation, you can call us up on 07000917917 or 090-256-25455. You can send us a text or a WhatsApp message on 070-317-56537. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. Do have to call us back on 07000917917 or 090-256-25455. Now, Ibn Abba, what would be your words to parents who have children that go around cursing other children in school? Because there are some children that when you see their reaction, when it's time to go to school, they'll be like, oh no, this person is going to bully me in school. This person is going to say this to me in school.
You see,
and some parents, their children are like that.
Those who know should please, at this point, begin to understand that your child is like a time bomb to somebody. Someday, every word that your child has heaped on somebody might make that person explode someday. And unknown to you, your child is a murderer. You have killed somebody. Sometimes you didn't bring out a gun, you didn't bring out a knife or anything to actually practically take a life. But from your mouth, the words you have spoken to this person has gradually killed that person, and eventually the person dies. So please, we need to talk to our children. We need to understand that a child has razor mouth does not mean that child is very brilliant or intelligent.
Yes, people tend to confuse this.
Exactly. So we have to be mindful of what comes out of the mouth of our children. Always caution them. Don't see it as, my picking, they take nonsense. That is not the issue. The issue is your child is creating a problem in the life of somebody else. So we as parents must learn to, impute the right values in our children. Each time they say some nasty words, we should be quick to correct them kindly so that they know that, this is not right. Now, let's say, for example, a child calls somebody, we are in Yoruba land, so let's go there. Now, a child calls somebody Oloshi, and you as a mother, because you want to correct that child, say, why are you calling that child Oloshi? Do you understand? So you are using the same weapon that your child is using. So that means that
the child will still not say anything wrong in what he or she has done
from you. So we need to understand how to stop our children from bullying others by letting them understand that look, these words shouldn't come out of your mouth. Nobody should hear you speak like that to other people. If somebody speaks like that to you, how would you feel? Are you getting it? Because I remember I used to know this set of girls. I knew one of them. We used to attend the same lesson those days when we were in secondary school. What I noticed was that each time they saw, maybe we were going home and this lady would maybe run into one of our friends. There's something like, hello, hi. Oloshi, Wait. So you know that I was like, what is this? And this girl, she's from one kind of background. You understand? I know the family, at least from what we see. They're supposed to be educated. They're supposed to be doing fine. You understand? So, because sometimes you expect such words from some kind of people, from some kind of environment.
It's not always like that.
This girl, if you're going to judge her by her environment and her family and everything, she's from the right place. And she was saying all the wrong things. And that was what made me stop,
talking to her.
Exactly, because definitely, if I begin to talk to her friends, they will begin to. I don't like, so I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
But they would address me like what, and I wouldn't like it, and they will see me as somebody.
Oh, you're so uptight.
Do you understand? So we need to be mindful of, even when we are supposed to be joking.
Okay.
When you are being jovial, be mindful of the kind of jokes, because somebody will not take it lightly. Somebody will take it to the heart and begin to feel bad about it and will not even tell you. So we have to just be mindful of what comes out of your mouth, for goodness sakes. I mean, is that a problem? It shouldn't be. If you are cautious about it, if you are deliberate about it, you'll be mindful of what goes from your mouth to somebody else, even from siblings.
True.
Even from husband to wife, from wife to husband, from neighbors to neighbor. You understand? You don't just throw words anyhow
around.
Because I tell people, I say, when you're not, there's no fight, you're using all these very strong words.
So when there's a fight,
what will you do? What will you do? Are you getting it? So we have to be mindful, and we should stop being judgmental. If somebody does not fall into the category of your definition of beautiful, please keep it to yourself.
Let the person be.
Keep it to yourself. It is not your business to begin to define somebody's appearance or looks. Okay, this one looks like this. Oh, you should. I wish you are just. Somebody told somebody, he said, I wish you were a bit taller. You're a bit. And I was like, okay, I'll go and take a stretcher and stretch the person. Are you getting it? So what's your own? Are you the creator? God created this person knowing that this person with this stature and size is perfect. You want to come and do a recreation here. So people should be mindful of what they say to people. You cannot create a human being.
You cannot.
So please stop being judgmental. Don't tell them don't impose your own opinion on people. It's wrong.
Let's try as much as possible as we go about our daily activities. Do well to be kind to people. Be sure of the kind of words to use on people. Don't use words that even you yourself, when they use it on you, you feel some kind of way.
Exactly.
Let's try as much as possible, because that person you're telling, you don't know how the person is going to take it. You might tell it to some other person that will just laugh it off, and some other person will go home crying and feeling very, very bad for what you've said. Well, this is where we draw the curtains on Panorama today. Thank you so much, Ibinabo, for your contributions. Thank you. Thank you. To my listener, thank you for your calls and contributions. A big thank you to my producer, Daniel Adaja. Panorama is where ladies come from different geopolitical zones to discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues. Panorama on Women Radio 91.7 runs from Mondays through Fridays at 12:15 p.m. Till I come your way tomorrow, please stay safe out there. Guide your mental health and try as much as possible to be nice to people in your words, in your actions. Stay tuned. My name is Esther Alaribi. Do have a lovely day.
To sponsor this program, call the number 0816 480 7613.
Our world is threatened by terrorism, wars, killings, and various vices.
Its effects are mostly felt by women and girls.
Peace and security is a collective responsibility as it concerns women, girls, and boys. Join OneUp
on Women's Voices for Peace every Tuesday at 3 p.m.
on Women Radio WFM 91.7 as we engage on issues of